Welcome back to Let's Play Thousand Arms. We're going to, finally infiltrate Dianova so we can get Sodina back. And, this is gonna be interesting. At various points throughout this game... That's like a reception area in Dianova, the evil fortress, I guess. That's kind of interesting. At various points throughout this game, I have either, played ahead a little bit and been practiced, or just gone in having no idea what I'm doing. And we've got Dark Dolls, which are, palette swap of an earlier enemy. Makes sense, though. These are recolors of the enemy we fought back on the, what was it called? The Sky Manta or something like that? The Cloud Manta, I think. Which was an airship of Dianova's. So we've got stronger versions of them here in Dianova. But yeah, at various points in this game, I've either played ahead a bit and kind of knew what I was doing up to a point, or I just... a lot of the time have been going off of kind of very vague memory and have no idea what I'm in for. And this is a case where I haven't really played ahead, so just kind of going into this with... oh, Musa. Just kind of going into this with, really, I'm going to be mainly just doing whatever I can as I go, I guess, because it's not like I remember this place that well. The main thing I remember about Dianova is this one very large room, which I didn't like very much, probably why I remember it. It's a maze area, which, I'm gonna say right now, I might not get every... Elixir EX, wow. Enemies are dropping some nice items. Yeah, I might not get everything out of that maze, because it's a pain. But we'll get to that. For now, we've kind of got a bit of a maze-like area to deal with, but still a bit more straightforward than the actual maze later. Oh, hey, what? Really? Really? All of you can just go ahead and die. You do not deserve to call yourselves water spirits, I'm sorry. Yeah, so well, I don't know, like, maybe water is weak to wind, or I don't actually know how the elements work in this game. Maybe water is weak to wind, or maybe that's just how strong Mice's summons have gotten. But yeah, it was one thing when you had the wind spirits that looked like that. Like, that was a bit far-fetched, but at least it wasn't too bad. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, water spirits that look like blue fire? No. That doesn't work. I'm sorry. Alright. And lots of battles in this area, lots of stairs, lots of treasure chests though, which is nice. Just another Dark Doll and another water spirit, and man, Mice took out that water spirit in one hit of just his regular sword. We're gonna be having a lot of battles in this place, I imagine. It is, the enemy fortress, after all. More high antidotes. A lot of treasure. I guess, there's a lot of treasures around, but also not all of them are that great, so kinda evens out a bit. You know what, it's been a while since we've fought a Pink Damashi, so let's leave this one in, just for the fun of it. And, we're gonna cure all ready preemptively in case he puts Mice to sleep. He's trying to. And he did it. Alright, so I need to get this spell off. Cure all! Let's go. Looks pretty neat. Now, how about maybe haste? See if we can get some multi-hit action going. Don't you lick me. How does your tongue hurt so much anyway? Doesn't even make sense. You think I was, getting sliced with a sword or something. Maybe you have a sharp tongue? I don't think that's what they usually mean when they say someone has a sharp tongue. Ha! I dodged you this time. That's what the haste spell looks like. kind of cool looking, and I like that it's actually a bit unconventional, like they don't just use a clock or something as is kind of, you know, typical for that type of spell. Or for a spell called Haste. No, you are not running away, not this time. That one on the volcanic island got away from me like that, but not you. Not again. Alright. Now let us move onwards. Kinda anxious to get out of this little area and get to somewhere more interesting. But it's nice to collect all the treasure, too. Just fire bottles. Yeah, the maze area later, I might miss stuff because that area, I don't like it. And it's annoying to deal with. We'll see, though. There we go, another new enemy for this area, the Shoe Vault's leader. They were called Shoe Vault's leaders before, right? I think they were. This guy looks different, though. You know, once again, there's been, like, 2 other colors of this guy, I think red and blue, and this guy's just got, like, black armor. And a red sword, too. Oh. I guess I didn't need to defend, because he wasn't even casting that spell on mice, he was casting it on Weena. That was unexpected. Kind of pointless, ultimately, but unexpected, too. And let's see if I can still take these out, and nope. Kind of luck at the draw whether I take them out in one hit or not, I guess. Weena cheered, hey, and my offense went up, so maybe I'll have a better shot at taking out this next, like, the second water spirit in just one hit. That'd be nice. Out of my way. Ooh, multi-hit, nice. And I didn't even use haste in this battle. Nope, still didn't take him out. Oh well, that's okay. I guess we'll see him dump another bucket on my head or something. That's a pretty powerful, that's a pretty powerful bucket of water. Once again, multi-hit when I don't need it. But that multi-hit was had a bit more to it. Might strike more times, and you could see it did a fair bit more damage too. I really like that about the multi-hit. It's interesting how, like, not only is it random whether it triggers at all, but even when it does, it can be more effective sometimes than others, because sometimes they'll just strike more times, and 2 potion EXs is a pretty nice treasure chest. Okay, I kind of want to know what's in that box. If it's in plain sight, I want to grab it. It's just 2 high antidotes, though. That kind of wasn't worth it. But hey, at least I still made it to the elevator without triggering another battle, so that's alright. Ah, and we make it to this kind of neat-looking area. You can see there were prison cells up there. I forget what all is in this area, but Sodina's not in the prison area. As you probably would, you probably wouldn't expect her to be, but just in case you were. I mean, Sodina's actually with, like, the Dark Master, from what I remember. Makes sense, I mean, he wanted to draw out her power and everything, so he's not just gonna stick her in a cell. Ah, Wind Dragon. So this is the other place, like, that one little place you could find the Blizzard Dragons, that's kind of an obscure little place that a lot of players probably wouldn't even... Wow, that attack is kind of cool, much cooler with, like, that added wind sound effect. A lot of players probably wouldn't even, like, think to bother to go to that little island, I would imagine. I never really did, other times I played it, at least. And, so it's cool that they stuck that enemy here, too, so you have a place you can encounter an enemy much like the Blizzard Dragon. Aha, one of the Bentley brothers is in there, so we'll have a place we can heal up pretty soon. I think we've encountered all the enemies we can in this area, so I'll probably just be cutting the rest of the battles. Well, for a bit at least. I recall that the enemy set changes just a little bit later on. There's also these guys. Hey you, what are you doing here? I'm friggin' storming your base. What are you gonna do about it? You're gonna try and beat me up? Have fun trying that. Oh, they're Shoe Vault's leaders. They look like robots on the map. They were not robots. I'm just gonna fight them. And have Weena heal Mice, because he could use it. Ha! No bucket of water dumping for you. Oh wait, that's the water spirits. What do these guys even do, actually? I haven't seen them cast their spell, have I? Oh no, wait. They're the ones who casted Geo, aren't they? That rock attack on Weena. Yeah, I think they are. Still leaving this battle in, just because, though, it's kinda... It's not like a random encounter, it's like they were actually there on the map. It's kind of more important than everything. Even if they are just the same enemies we've been encountering. You know, more important than the random battles. No items for my trouble, but... Man, that MP is really building up. I could have used that earlier. A lot of that MP is just gonna go to waste, really. Lever pulled. And that, I believe, activated one or the other of those elevators, but also I think that opened up the cells, so I want to go back and see what I can get out of those. Yes, it did. Awesome. Acquired a guard bracer. I don't think there's anyone I really want to bother equipping that on, but let me check. Actually, maybe Nelsha. What's her defense is 95. Compared to... Kylie doesn't have a lot either. Oh wow, Soshi's defense is pretty poor. That's probably because... I mean, that's probably because I have the War Glove on him, though. What about Weena? Who has the Power Bracer? Oh, that's right, I gave the Power Bracer to Sodina. Well, yeah, you know, I'll go ahead and give the Guard Bracer to Nelsha. I don't really have anyone else I want to give it to, and I think I'd prefer the added defense over the added evasion. Instead of raising the slight chance of dodging an attack, I'll just decrease the damage she takes overall. I think that's gonna work out better for me. I was not expecting to run into a battle right there. Just some more water spirits that aren't water... Wait. Was that guy was the enemy encounter? Really? Like, I tried talking to him and triggered the battle. I thought maybe the button press didn't work. That was really unexpected, wow. I got a bamboo hairpin out of that chest, which was... Isn't that a gift for... Wait, where does that go? There's like a hole in the wall here. Ah, there's a chest back here. Oak hairpin, alright. Didn't Kyoka mention that she likes hairpins? I guess those are both probably for her. Kind of a shame a lot of this MP is just going to be going to waste, but... Oh well. Maybe I can teach more people Mad Gate later or something. Anyway, it's the youngest Bentley brother. Thank you. Here, let me refresh you guys. I am the youngest of the Bentley brothers. I am the last of the Bentley brothers. And for your information, there are no Bentley sisters in this game. Alright, but does that mean I missed a Bentley brother somewhere? Huh. That's weird. I'm not sure where the other one would have been. There had to have been like an oldest one somewhere. Obviously not in Dianova. You know what? There must have been a Bentley brother on, like, the Cloud Manta that I just didn't find. I mean, I didn't really fully explore that place. So that's probably where he was. Ooh. This is a neat area. This is an interesting area. Oh man. This is not the maze I was referring to, but this is kind of a maze of catwalks and stuff. Oh. Or maybe a lot of the gates just loop around and everything. Alright. I wonder if this is where any of the new enemies are, though. I don't remember. That's the elevator, so what's over that way? I feel like there might be treasure this way. Oh. Wait, what? There's two elevators. Oh, man, this is gonna get terrible, isn't it? Terribly confusing. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be missing some treasures in this place. Well, I found one of the treasure chests, so let's see what's in this one, I guess. It is 2 Revive EXs. That is pretty nice. Because the regular revives, I think, only revive your character at 1 HP, which means they can quickly die if things are, you know, if a boss uses, like, a full party hitting attack or something. But, with Revive EX, they get revived to full HP, so you don't have to worry about it. Switching Soshi into the front for now, because he's probably gonna deal with enemies a little more efficiently than Mice for now. This area is kind of cool. Yeah, I really like the design of the locations in this game sometimes. This place is just all dark and kind of cool looking. Kind of what design you'd expect out of Dianova, really. And Soshi just took care of those enemies with a nice little Koken Sofu. Gotta love that special. Of course, Mice could really clear out the enemies too if he uses, like, his summons, but I don't want to waste too many of those on regular enemies around here. Soshi, I don't mind using his specials, because, nice, more potion EXs. And high potions. Soshi, I don't mind using his specials in this place on normal enemies, because I'm not really planning to use him in the front row during the bosses, actually, for this place. Planning to just kind of stick with Mice and maybe someone else for another boss. That's pretty awesome that I'm getting, like, I keep getting Elixir EXs out of just these normal enemy battles and everything. Oh my god, there's so many elevators. Wow, two just right next to each other like that? I wonder if this is the way out, though. Maybe it is. Like, return here to the first floor, and down this path maybe I'll be taken up to a higher floor again, and be able to move on. I do not actually know that, mind you, I'm just kinda... was just kinda making a guess and hoping, but I think... yeah, I was right with that, so that's nice. Where does this... is this gonna take me into the maze? I feel like it's gonna take me into the maze. I guess we'll see. So she's all cooking Sofu'd out, so I'm gonna switch Weena in and actually put her in the back row and put Musa up front. Because, I mean, Musa's got a couple full enemy party hitting attacks, and I'm not really planning to put him in the front row for these bosses either. No, that just took me here. Well, this has got to be the right way, though, right? 2 more Elixir EXs. Alright, I missed a lot of other treasure chests, but to be perfectly honest, I don't care. I just want to get through this place. Yeah, giving Musa the Speed Bracer was a good choice. Despite him being the slower character, he was still able to, you know, use his special before the enemies could attack. And by the way, he's got 6 charges of Twister Blade now. That is awesome. I can clear out a bunch of enemy parties with that. Man, this is a long path, isn't it? What's this way? I feel like that elevator might be where I want to go, and I'm curious what's this way. I could be entirely wrong. Oh, okay. Wind bottle. Alright. I was gonna say, I could be entirely wrong, though, and that elevator's gonna, like, take me up to another treasure chest, and the one I was gonna find further down. Oh, god. Maybe an elevator I'd find further down the path would be the one that, would take me here, to the maze. You'll see why I hate this place soon. It's not just because it's a convoluted maze, it's because it does that. It does that a lot, by the way. And what makes it more painful is when you don't figure out a certain thing that... oh, caused this to really get... which way was I... it's really disorienting, and, it's not that the maze is actually changing, by the way. It is merely that your perspective keeps changing, so I really need to start paying more attention to what direction Mice is facing and remember where I'm trying to go. Wait. He wasn't facing that way. Was I heading this way then? Yeah, it's really annoying because they don't keep the direction you were facing necessarily, it seems like, and rotates the camera on you. It's not changing the paths in the maze at all, it's just changing the way the camera is facing. But that is enough to throw you off, and, I mean, I remember the first time I played this game, oh boy, I was really stuck wandering this place for a long time, until I figured out that, you know, the paths themselves were not actually changing, just the direction you're facing. Makes things far more obnoxious than they need to be. It seems like it happens every time you go walk into a four-way intersection. It seems like it happens every time you walk into any intersection. Which is kind of terrible. Well, I wonder if you could... I just had an interesting idea. I'll have to try that out next time I'm getting... Okay. If I just walk into it twice, or like a few times, will I just get the... Can I get the original perspective? I think. That would be really tedious, though. What would be better would be if I could just remember which... I think I wanted to go this way. Why you do this to me, game? I hate this. I don't... Yeah, I'm really letting this disorient me a lot, I can tell. I should pay attention to which way it rotates, like what degree angle, because that would help me a lot if I could just know that. If you just pay more attention to which way you're going and which way it rotates. That was not how I was expecting it to rotate. You can kind of reorient yourself if you know how it's going to affect the maze, but I kind of... It seems like the way it rotates in the little scene there is not actually the way it's rotating. And they made this really confusing, didn't they? I just, like, went in circles again. And this is gonna rotate it. Oh, no, it didn't. But that's a dead end. I came from that way to the right. Nice, the wind dragons can drop dragon rings as well. This has got to be like just the one part of this game I really don't like getting through. Anytime I play this game. No. It's like, it's kind of a neat idea, but I hate it all the same. Did I get out? Oh, thank goodness. Save Damashi there, but I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna change my party thusly. And have someone cast heal all. Because we've got something coming up. Now that we're through that cursed maze. I feel like there might be a treasure chest hiding behind one of those things, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, I got hit by a full party attack in that battle, but I'll take it. Let's go through the big giant door. So, Dina! Mice, I can't anymore. Pull yourself together. We'll have you free in no time. Schmidt, what the heck are you doing to Sodina?
I'm impressed you made it this far.
Schmidt, what are you doing with Sodina?
I'm going to make the ultimate sword. To do so, I need her elemental power. Don't you see? Sodina is a very valuable resource to me.
What? Why Sodina? Why are you helping the Emperor?
It is expected. The Emperor is a god to us, the people of darkness. Now I see. Jabal was afraid of my awakening to my potential. That's why he avoided answering my questions.
No, that's not true. My brother never tried to deceive you. He was trying to show you that it didn't matter which clan you were from.
What are you saying?
He said you had the potential to become a great spirit blacksmith, but it depended on what you set your mind to.
Jabal sent me to the Mirror of Souls. I know you've seen my reflection. You can't expect me to turn to the way of light just like that. Don't ridicule me. Darkness is darkness. It can't coexist with the light. I wanted to make a strong sword, so I did it the only way I knew how. Great Spirit Blacksmith? Do you truly believe that you, the people of the light, are the righteous ones? Do you really think my dark sword can be defeated by yours, mice?
I do. And you will be defeated. The difference between your dark sword and our light sword isn't just their elements. It's the purpose for which they were forged. Now, you haven't had a chance to meet my new summon from the Rockbit Mine, have you? Why don't you get acquainted? That's not all. Trying to put my back up to sleep? Well, it worked. But... I recognize that attack. As soon as you're done defending... Why don't you also meet the summon you stole from me at the volcanic island all those hours ago in the game? Probably more like weeks or months in, you know, the actual game universe. Alright, maybe I should actually do something about trying, you know, defense. Especially since Jella's lowering my defense. There, barrier plus, and I'll probably put up a wall plus as well. That's probably a good idea. You keep using that sleep spell as much as you want. I don't think it's gonna work on mice anytime soon, it seems like. I'll probably discard that.
Behold the power of darkness!
I see, so you've got a summon of your own now. Not bad. That doesn't mean you're going to win, though. As I was going on about earlier, the thing is, there's a difference not just in the elements of our swords, but the reason they were forged. Power purely for the sake of power is pointless. people show their greatest strength when they have a reason to use their power, not just seeking it for the sake of it. And the greatest reason anyone could have would be to, you know, protect someone. Ah, I thought maybe Jella was cheating a bit when she used that one spell, because that spell she used was actually Sacrifice, which normally that would lower your HP to 1 after you use it, and I thought that it actually didn't do that to her, but no, she's actually almost dead, I just saw, so why don't I get her out of this fight? Well, mind you, she's not almost dead, but she was almost incapacitated. Now Dark Master is down for the count as well. This doesn't have to be a fight to the finish, but if you're not going to give up even at the end, even when you're clearly not capable of winning this fight, if you just can't give it up, then I don't have a choice. You did have a lot of talent, and you could have done something very good with it. But the only one who can choose your path is, well, you. Everyone chooses their own path, for better or worse.
I'm impressed, Mice. You've defeated everything about me, or rather everything about the darkness. I understood my immaturity, my inability to love others. I don't know how to love. It's easier to hate. I believed that the growing power of hatred was the power of darkness.
Schmidt, please don't say that.
I don't regret the way I've lived. I was born between the light and darkness. The only way I could confirm my existence was by seeking power.
Schmidt.
Mice has become strong, but he is no match for the Emperor. Unless you, Sodina, give up your life. Sodina, I always...
Get away from him! What? No! Dark Master!
Pitiful woman. She was merely a pawn who didn't understand what love was. Just like me. Jella. Mice, listen carefully. With the sword I made, the Emperor can now use the flame of the light. His power is now unimaginable. But there's more. He's after a more malevolent power. Live, Mice.
Schmidt.
Schmidt.
Is he dead? Torment his soul as much as he tried. He couldn't belong to either side. His father and grandfather before that, they were all like him. How about you, who belong to the light? I'll be in the center of Dianova. If you want to find me, I'll be there. I will be waiting. I don't know if it will gain you anything, though.
Confident, aren't you? Why don't I come into the center of Dianova and kick your ass?
What an arrogant bastard! Who does that big meanie person think he is? Nelsha gonna stick needle up his... Let's go get him! Gain us anything? What did he mean by that?
We've come this far, we might as well finish it. You are right, we've no choice but to proceed. Unless we defeat the Emperor, we will never have peace. Don't you agree, mice? You bet I agree. You know, if he hadn't tempted Schmidt to the dark side, as hate-filled and everything as he was, he still might have had a chance. But this is just the way things worked out. Now this elevator here, where does it take me? What about this one? I feel like I remember something. Yes. A shortcut back to the prison where you can rest up. I'm going to go do that. And next time, I'll resume right here and... we're going to make a little walk into the center of Dianova. We need to put this thing with the Emperor to an end. So I'll see you guys next time. Take care.